Good morning, passport holders. Today, October 3rd, 2016, making it day 693 of the vlogs. And today is going to be kind of a chill day. I'm kind of taking it as like a half day / holiday, just because I know that this week is going to be crazy, or as much as I can take it as a half day holiday kind of thing. So all things said and done, 3 caption videos already done and returned. I've got 2 more that are going to probably come through as well, and I'm expecting an Ask Gary V either today or tomorrow, in addition to 2 daily Vs this week. So kind of trying to figure out how I want to make all that work. But in the meantime, I just want to take the time that I need to in order to, take care of myself first and foremost, and secondarily is just kind of have a relaxed day. I've got, a couple of TV shows. I still have to watch the debate. Things like that all have to happen. Received my pamphlet today or sometime in the last few days in the mail regarding the propositions and whatnot that is on the November ballot. So I'm going to have my research there to do in order to make sure that I'm an informed voter on all these things. So it is what it is, but I'm excited about kind of where things are at and how today's going. I hope you guys are having a good Monday, a good start to your week. Let's get this one started. All right, been a couple hours, so time to catch you guys up. Watched the entire debate, so that check mark on that one. I have zero interest in watching the vice presidential debate because it has no real meaning in the way that my vote will go regarding that one. Vlog edit, upload done. 3 more videos done, including a couple from the VaynerMedia team, and Clintus's episode got published as well. Unfortunately, though, I screwed up the contribution, and so instead of doing it from the Captions Created account, I did it from my personal YouTube account. Really kind of sad about that, but not willing to ask Clintus to delete those captions and then have me re-upload them. It's just not worth it. It's an error, and it's a process that I need to make sure that I get good on. That stated, everything else should be good. At this point, the VaynerMedia crew's all starting to leave the office, so I shouldn't have anything major, and it doesn't look like I'm going to get a daily V or an Ask Gary V today, so that makes me happy. And I'm going to probably sit here and, I think I'm going to go for a walk. I want to go for a walk, and I want to listen to a podcast, and I may just do a big walk around here, which, not the nicest of areas to go for a walk, but I'll do it. And so that's kind of the plan for right now, at least, so hopefully I have a good walk. Just approaching 9 o'clock, and football game wasn't very entertaining, so I actually turned it off in the third quarter in order to watch Westworld, which was actually pretty interesting. Very interested to see where this all goes. I'm unfamiliar with the story, I'm unfamiliar with the movie, so should be fun to see this all play out. And at the same time, just kind of like having a super chill moment. The board is now clear, captioning-wise, so I'm good there. A much more normal Monday, not like a dozen caption files like yesterday. I think it was all things said and done like 6 videos that I had to do today. Not much, and like it's right in the sweet spot. So like I really truly do feel like if I were to fill out the rotation, I'll call it, into 5 videos a day plus Gary's stuff, which can be whatever, that would be a perfect situation. And if I'm looking at it, that would put me at about 25 accounts, which has been the magic number that we've been tracing since the beginning, right? I've said all along that if I can get to 25 accounts, that it would make enough money to really, like, most definitely, barring something really weird happening where they're all my lowest level accounts, that would get me to the point where I would be making more money than I was making at my last corporate gig, and that's a sustainable situation for me just to run on my own. If I decided to go past that into the 50, 100 accounts area, then I'd have to really begin building a much larger infrastructure and company. Not to say that won't happen, but it's just not happening right now, and I'm not being consistent, and this is my big accountability to you guys, to me in the future. I'm not being consistent about doing these cold email outbounds, and that's hurting. If I really were to get to the point where I was doing 10 to 20 of those a day, I'm almost certain that I would begin to acquire clients like I did back in last January and February. So it's time for me to get into go mode about that. Oddly enough, the first roost that I ordered eventually was delivered to the office. They don't know when it showed up, but they have it. And so I had to go through the process and the rigmarole that is trying to get the return done on the previously refunded order from Amazon, which is proving to be more of a hassle than it would have been just to keep it, since I'd already been refunded. But obviously ethics and things, I don't want to steal product from anybody. That seems weird. So as a result, though, I've got to go over to Ben & Kamey's in order to print out a packing slip and repack this for when the UPS guy comes tomorrow. And as a result, guess what? I'm not going to be working from the airport. I'll be working from Ben & Kamey's place for a couple of hours. Is what it is, and yeah, it should be good. I've got a new Ben Brown episode that just went live, so I'm going to go check that out. And then I think I'm going to go for another walk. I really enjoyed that today. Just, listening to a podcast, listening to Back to Work, an old friend of mine, an old podcast that I listened to religiously when I was driving around the country, and really have fallen off of. I think it's probably been about 35, 40 episodes that I haven't listened to a single one of them. So it's fun to listen to Merlin and to Dan and to kind of get back into the rhythm and see that some of the joke lines are still there and some of the discussion point styles that they have are there, and about topics that they've talked about a couple of times. So I've got like a half hour left in the episode, so I think I'm going to go for another short little walk here as soon as I'm done with this episode, and just kind of get me out of the house and get me thinking about kind of how I want the rest of the week to look, because it's going to get crazy. It's going to get hectic once it kicks. Well, guys, after all the walking and whatnot, it ended up being about 6.5 miles, 14,000 steps or so. And I'm definitely going to feel it tomorrow. It's a lot of work that I traditionally don't do. That stated, as I was walking and thinking about things and some of the changes that Clintus has made to his channel, basically allowing community-supported captioning, not that he's unhappy with what I'm doing, but by the tools that are made available because of that, I can actually go in there, and once we're done doing the captions, or I do the captions, I can actually leverage the system because, oddly enough, I have enough YouTube accounts in order to publish the captions live. So as a result, Clintus doesn't even need to get involved anymore. And this really is a huge win for me because, one, I get credit inside the description box, but secondarily is that this could be a huge solution point for the issues with Gary's YouTube channel and how few captions are being published. So I sent an email to Andy earlier today, and I think that pushing them in this direction of just like letting it happen is easier for everybody, and it gets me credit, which is a huge thing, especially on a channel like Gary's that is growing very quickly. So I'm pumped about that. I did the back catalog run first 2 months, so January and February 2015, that Clintus actually has the captions for from like a year ago when we did our first back run way back when. And so yeah, like I was able to not only put them up but get them reviewed and published live all in a matter of about an hour. So I've got 4 more months that I need to go back and do, so basically March through June of 2015. And then once that's done, I'm going to go and spot check anything in the in-between to make sure that every video on his channel during that period that we have captioned has captions live. And so with that being said, I may send an email out to all of my clients asking them if they want to turn that on. I'm more than happy to not just have my emails delivered to them, which is happening through some of the code that I wrote, but for me to actually push it live so that they don't have any involvement. They can literally do nothing with that email, or they can ask for it to even be turned off. So I'm pretty pumped about that. But it is after midnight now, and it's time for me to go to bed because, yeah, tomorrow's going to be a big, busy day with lots of things going on, but it'll start pretty early, and my intention is to be over at Ben & Kamey's place no later than 9:30. We'll see how that goes, though. So I'll say thank you guys for your time and your attention. As always, I do appreciate it. And remember, you never stumble upon opportunity by standing still, so go do cool stuff. Bye for now.